Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ems, Femtech Premium Ghostwriter, Women's Health and Nutrition Digital Writer, and final year med student. In this video, I'll be reflecting on my 7-video YouTube challenge, the honest transformation, the lessons, and what's next. So when I first started, I was on the utterly optimistic foot. And then I came crashing down by video number 2 because I procrastinated, I became perfectionist to the point of doing nothing. And you will realize between video 1 and video 2 there's a huge gap of 5 months. So that was 5 months of putting it off a lot because I overestimated or just overthought about how tedious the A cuts would be. I had already filmed it. That was something of itself. And then when I wanted to get to doing the A cuts, I just kept thinking it's too much, and I kept having things in my head like, oh, I have to add this and that, and before I even did anything, before I even actually practically put in at least the 5 minutes to start off, and then at least 50 minutes or at least 45 minutes and on that. So that was extremely embarrassing, and what really helped me get back into it was remembering that I set out to do this so that I could help at least one person in the way I could, and the fact that when I share content, it has the potential of really changing someone's life, and the fact that when I create these things, they live beyond me. So that really dissolved the fear and friction when I remembered that. So after releasing these videos, I find myself far more confident, more intentional, and more motivated to actually do another round of this actually. The most obvious obstacles I faced were definitely procrastination and perfectionism. I kept imagining a certain way I wanted my videos to be, but I knew that the level was beyond my skill set in this moment, much to my chagrin. So I had no magic trick to overcome this. I just put in the work. I accepted that it's gonna take the time it needs to take, and I don't know everything right now, and whatever I do know, I apply. I accepted that, okay, certain parts are gonna take its time, and I just trudged through it. And what happened was that after each video, I tried to be a little bit more efficient. By like video 4 beyond, I actually be intentional about my script so that I don't have to struggle with A-roll cutting or editing. And also it helps with deciding what's the B-roll. And one of the most painful lessons I learned was through one of my gravest mistakes was losing over 5 hours worth of B-roll work. That really hurt me, and it made me realize I have to really check and make sure things are saved. You can't really trust the cloud or your Wi-Fi or even some of the apps you use. And this was for the movie review video, which is pretty short in and of itself. But with the B-roll, I had to be intentional. I was very stubborn about how I wanted it to be, and so I picked out the different parts very carefully, and to lose all of that was devastating. And so now I know to make sure that all the files that I reference in the project has to be saved locally or at least backed up before I just log off or take a break. Otherwise, I definitely lost a lot of time redoing those B-roll and continuing the project. And so my process for the video production went like, I filmed. Sometimes I didn't do a good enough script. The script sometimes was sloppy. So then I would have to edit the A-roll for quite a while. And after that, I would do B-roll. After B-roll, I would put in the transitions, sometimes the title cards if there's different sections. And lastly, I would put the background music. This took at least on average probably 48 hours. Not all the way through, but in sections and breaks. But I acknowledge that with these slow, steady reps, that's what's the foundation for future speed. What was also surprising was that the vlog video was actually one of my favorites. And in the beginning, when I saw all the video types I had to be making and thinking of ideas or topics, the vlog version one was the one that I had no idea what I would do, because I was typically adverse to those kinds of video content, and so I had no idea. But an event came up and I just decided I'm going to this place anyway, why not just film? And it turned out great. I actually had so much fun. I was even able to edit this within 24 hours so that it is symbolically released on the theme of the day, the New Year's Day on January 1st. So despite also the fact that it was totally unscripted and I just gathered some footage and then put it together, and it didn't even take that long either. In order to organize the background music, the transitions, I had so much fun with it. I didn't realize how long it took, and I was pretty efficient, and it was just released within 24 hours. Admittedly, that was really the most fun to do, and the other videos just had so much more organization, structure, and expectation, I guess. And this was a lot more freer. It's a more personal moment in life video, and I guess that's what made it easy. With each video, I definitely improved my scripting and planning so that I could be rambling less, I could have more productive recording, and then I would avoid some over editing. And by creating each of the videos, going through the work of it from start to finish, from filming to the editing to the adding of the elements and the music, that's where the confidence and even more ideas for other videos came about. It was from taking action and being in the process that I was able to have more of the reps into it, and then of course then just build that self-confidence, also motivation and inspiration to think of other ideas for the same type of video. And what I'm still working on is really letting go of perfectionism, as well as trying to keep some of the videos at least between 5 to 20 minutes, and also hoping to build some better templates in my style so that there's an easier workflow, and also possibly some SOPs, some list of tasks I do all the time when I start a video, or apply the same effects to the audio, or the same type of transition or the colors, so that it's a lot more efficient to be producing the videos. Moving forward, I'm definitely doubling down on my 3 main content pillars: nutrition, language learning, and personal mastery, because I have just so many ideas I want to be creating that I even jotted down some of the ideas during that 5 month of nothingness. And do stay tuned for the multi-language versions of the Nutrition No-Brainer video. And I'm aiming for at least 1 video per month, and you can hold me accountable on LinkedIn, because that's mostly where I live online. You can connect and send me a DM if I'm not posting. And just like how I completed the Ship 30 for 30 challenge and ended up becoming a premium ghostwriter, I'm really curious about how I'm going to evolve by continuing this YouTube journey. There you have it, my 7 video YouTube challenge. What I really enjoyed too was that I know that there's others doing the same challenge, or others who already done the challenge, and it's just great to champion each other. So do comment on anything specific you'd like me to cover next, like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe for what's upcoming in 2026. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.